With me now is Hallie, a RanchHER. You're a multi-generational cattle rancher, actually. I'm hailing from Minnesota, but you are the first female in your family to kind of run the ranch. Go into that and what it was like growing up on a ranch and kind of continuing on that legacy.
Yeah, so I was in 4-H and I did all the things that growing up on a farm. I walked my first cow at 9, which was so amazing, and I knew I wanted to be a part of this cattle industry. I just didn't know how that would look. And I had some really powerful female mentors in 4-H, and I think that's kind of what helped me blossom and get started in that.
Wow.
And so being the first female to take over the family farm, we bought it in 2023, my husband and I, and it's just been really a surreal and humbling moment.
I think that's an interesting thing because you mentioned having those female mentors and how instrumental they were to where you are today. Talk about that a little bit more and how that's kind of changed your viewpoint and how you're encouraging other females to just take the lead and take charge.
Yeah, I think it's really easy to have the imposter syndrome and think, I can't do this, or what if it doesn't work out?
Yeah.
But those female mentors I had said, but what if it does work out? And they kind of instill this braveness in you. And so that's what I'm trying to do for the younger females and just say, you may not feel brave each day, but if you show up for yourself, there's going to be the people that fall in place and help you get to be where you need, from A to B and just help you get there.
Yeah, most definitely. And like you said, your husband and you run the ranch. Talk about just having him as a support system and how he encourages you and empowers you.
Yeah, so we've been together 12 years, and I think each day gets better and better. We never thought that we'd be on the farm this soon and be able to purchase it, and we just got done building our home. And I think it's really powerful to have a partner or a spouse that believes in you and lifts you up, especially on the hard days, on the days that it's easy to feel down and beat yourself up on maybe the things that went wrong. But to have a support system like that, I just don't think there's anything to it. Yeah.
Before we started this, I was laughing because we just met, but I felt like I already knew you because of Instagram. I'm like, we're already real life friends because of social media. But social media has really played a role too in agriculture, in ranching, cattle production, you name it. Talk about that a little bit more because you use it as a vital platform to kind of get the word out there and advocate for our industry.
Yeah. Probably right around COVID, I noticed that, like we all did in grocery stores, that all the meat was flying off the shelves and people were wanting to buy this meat from farmers and ranchers across the United States. And so we thought, what if we do that, but also kind of tell our story because maybe they want to know where that food is coming from. So I just started sharing little glimpses into our daily life and our farm, and people were loving just the real and rawness behind it. Yeah. And so to be someone that maybe I can be that same mentor for them online, and I can maybe connect them from gate to plate and just help them know that, hey, it's real farmers and real ranchers behind the food that you're eating and serving your family, and we just have a lot of pride in that.
Yeah, I love that right there, gate to plate. I haven't heard that one yet, and that's really neat. Anybody that's watching this at home, what's some encouraging words you can give females to make sure they, use their voice and have a seat at the table in this industry?
Yeah, and I always say that. I say that everyone has a seat at the table. You just have to be willing to ask, and sometimes bring your own chair. And so I think for the females out there watching, just believe in yourself and just know that you're in control of the driver's seat and you can change your path at any time. Yeah. And just believe in yourself.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us here at NCBA.